Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to the Spill Sesh Sunday special. I hope you guys are having a good week. This has honestly been such a crazy, dramatic week, and half of it regarded Colleen Ballinger, and I just can't believe she's in drama. So let's dive right on into the other drama that we've got going on. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, I talked about Jake Paul and how his content has been getting a little bit more sexual, a little bit more revealing on his channel, from thumbnails to content in it, and his Instagram. He's been posting a lot of raunchy photos, and actually YouTube seems to not be so happy about them because his two more recent videos that had raunchy thumbnails, YouTube actually tried to take them down, and then he put them back up a few days later. So it was Rated R and Surprising Best Friend with Riley Reid Tease. I can't even say the title of the videos because they're so bad, but these two were taken down and then all of a sudden they were back. So I don't know if he's just like not abiding by YouTube at all, but Jake is truly doing his own thing and definitely trying to shed this child audience that he's had for the longest time ever. But let me know, you guys, if you watched him and Tana's takeover of ridiculousness called Bustedness. Did you guys watch that? I did not, but I want to know if you guys watched it and what you guys thought. So let me know what you think about that and the new Jake Paul. Let's move on to something that honestly is a little funny to me. The Shorty Awards were this week, and not only did every single creator pretty much post that their awards got broken through shipping, but they announced all the winners via like live stream. And on Twitter, they said, "Congrats, Nikita Dragun, on winning Best in Beauty. Now come beautify us." Someone said, "I'm just confused as to how there's literally James Charles, Nikki Tutorials, etc. Does she still even make beauty videos?" Someone else said, "I'm genuinely shocked she won. What about Nikki Tutorials, James Charles, and Jeffree?" So a lot of people were wondering how Nikita even won because she hasn't posted a lot of beauty videos in a very long time. Someone said how she maybe only posted one tutorial in 11 months. I like her, but can this award go to someone who actually posts makeup tutorials on the daily? Like, yes, she does good makeup, but so do like 10 bomb YouTubers. And it's true, if you go through her channel, she hasn't really posted many tutorials this year. But you guys, she won, and apparently the Shorty Awards are not really calculated by votes. It's also about who the Shorty Awards wants to give the award to. So I don't know. Sebastian Williams tweeted out, "Nikita Dragun won Beauty Guru of the Year again. Are people mad yet?" And she said, "Trust me, I'm just as shocked as everyone else, but don't discredit the work I've done. Personally, I don't even like the idea of awards. I'm thankful I was voted to win, but I don't need a trophy to tell me I'm a bad bee. I know I'm a bad bee." And even when the nominees list came out, she said, "OMG, who keeps nominating me for these awards? A lot of people would be mad if I won, ha ha ha." And it's true, a lot of people were mad, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should Nikita have won this award? Who do you guys think should have won the award if you don't think Nikita should have won it? But let me know in the comments down below. And we're moving on to James Charles sticking up for Colleen Ballinger. And listen, I really just think Colleen needs to come out and address things, say, hey, sending that lingerie was not a good idea. Sending the lingerie to a 13-year-old wasn't a good look. I really messed up and I apologize. And I think she could just say that the rest of it is being handled behind the scenes. I just don't think that she has to come out and bash Adam or anything like that if she's trying to make sure he doesn't get any more hate for this situation, because a lot of people that are her fans have been sending hate his way. But Colleen seems to have no problem talking about this behind the scenes. Also, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I made two 20-minute long videos talking about this entire situation. Colleen is just getting canceled for being totally inappropriate with a 13-year-old by sending him lingerie, trying to be funny, but definitely not a good look at all. She should have known better as a 30-year-old what sending lingerie to a 13-year-old as a joke or not, how that was going to look for her. Also, telling him details about her divorce, not a good look. And a lot of people saying, how do we know that's true or not? I mean, Colleen seems to have no problem talking about this drama in particular and discrediting Adam either with her friends or with her fans. She's been talking behind the scenes. Her best friend Corey has been talking behind the scenes about this, but she hasn't come out publicly and said it. And I just think that is so ridiculous. Something needs to be said for what she did with that lingerie and the talking about the divorce, and people are saying, you know, she's talking bad about fans behind the scenes. Shane has come out and said she's a mean girl in an interview, so she's not looking too great. But James Charles, Guys, I don't know why James was going on an unproblematic streak, except for the fact that he broke social distancing by filming with Trixie, and he got caught because 10 minutes into the video, Trixie literally was talking about quarantine. Anyways, James Charles came out and has talked about the fact that Adam was lying and that he's talked to Colleen about the situation. And let me just tell you, James, why weren't you staying quiet? You did not need to come out and talk about this. So basically, Colleen said, OMG, I thought about how when quarantine is over, I'll eventually start doing live shows again. Then I started thinking about how I'll get to do meet and greets and legit started crying. I miss you guys so much. Someone said, you can't ignore the situation forever. If you don't address it, it will get worse. And here we go, James. I don't know why he responded, but he said, it's literally all lies. The boy begged Colleen for the panties for years. He ran her Twitter for one day and she never ghosted him either. In fact, he tried to bring Flynn into his argument. Sure, his story doesn't look the best, but he's looking for attention since Colleen won't give it to him anymore, and y'all are feeding it instead. Even if she did address it, people would say she's attacking a minor. Let her take care of her family and son during this pandemic and worry about something else, please. I'm tired of seeing my friend get dragged over lies. Okay, so let's dissect this for a second. He said the boy begged Colleen for the panties for years. Colleen was on a live stream with Corey, who was wearing the lingerie, and they joked about giving him the lingerie because they liked his Twitter account, they thought he was funny, and they wanted to give him something. After that, he said he wanted the panties. I don't care if a 13-year-old wants the panties or not, it's still inappropriate. Adam was a big fan of Colleen, and if your favorite celebrity, your favorite YouTuber at 13 was going to give you something, I think that you would want to ask for it. You'd be like, oh my god, I want that from my favorite YouTuber. That would be so awesome and so cool. Just to have like memorabilia from them, literally anything. And at 13, I just don't think that you know what's right and what's wrong that someone is giving you. And I feel like at 30 years old, she should have known that giving panties was not a good idea. Whether or not he wanted them or not, she could have just been like, haha, like, I'm not gonna do that, but I'll send you a t-shirt or something. And then he said that he ran her Twitter for one day and she never ghosted him either. So listen, I can say that I do know that she didn't ghost Adam, but that's because she's been talking privately with other fans and has sent them like their messages and showed them the proof of stuff. And I'm just like, it's wrong that she would do that, like that she would talk about him to other fans, but she won't come out and publicly talk about the situation. Like, I get you don't want to send him hate, but if you're just gonna have your other friends and your fans attack Adam for you, that's not okay. Like, you need to be mature and just say, hey, I'm handling this with Adam behind the scenes, or I'm handling it with his family behind the scenes, and I'm not going to come out and talk bad about him. But to let your friends do that for you is not okay. Like, don't discredit him through your friends. Like, it's the same thing, you know? Like, they're saying exactly what you're saying to them, and it's just not a good look. And for what James said, he ran her Twitter for one day. Like, yes, he was on her Twitter for one day, but he had been sending her tweets for a very long time. He had been giving her ideas and video ideas for a very long time. And he said that he tried to bring Flynn into it. I'm like, yeah, don't bring her kid into this. Yeah, it wasn't a good look for Adam. And he is, like, in the wrong bringing her son into this, but just, like, she still should address some things. And then he says, even if she did address it, people would say she's attacking a minor. And it seems like she's attacking a minor behind the scenes to her friends. Like, why would James have this hostility towards Adam if she wasn't talking bad about him behind the scenes? And through that, James is talking bad about Adam to everyone else. Like, James has just as big of a platform as Colleen, if not bigger. So that seems really bad in my opinion. And she's also talking bad about him in group chats through Corey, her best friend. And so a lot of her fans have been sending hate to Adam. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. She could literally just come out and say, hey, I shouldn't have sent those panties. I know better. I'm so sorry that it looked bad. She doesn't have to say, I hate Adam or attack Adam in any of that. Talk about how you're not going to talk to your fans who are underage about your personal life and send them things. Nothing about that is attacking Adam. So then someone says, so Colleen can get you to stand up for her, but can't stand up for herself. Then he said, she asked me to do nothing. Your entire Twitter feed is about this love. Find something else to do with your time. Now, I get that Colleen isn't asking any of her friends to defend her in any way, but obviously when you hear from one side of the story that someone is lying or all this stuff, you're gonna want to stand up for your friends. And I just feel it's just so wrong for her to be talking about this stuff behind the scenes with people that are talking about it publicly. It just, oh my god. Someone else said, I guess the biggest thing I have a problem with is the excuse he asked for the underwear. In that moment, Colleen was the adult and shouldn't have responded by sending them. If a kid asks to drive your car, it is your job as the adult to say no and make the grown-up decision. He said, sure, this is fair. It's not like they were used dirty underwear. They were brand new with a tag on. He begged for them for a month straight, was excited to get them, and the Miranda character is obviously ... weird. Smart choice, probably not. Child groomer, absolutely not. Then someone said, have you ever considered that maybe the people who keep tweeting about it are also hurt as well? You're contributing to a toxic fandom that stands proven liars and are encouraging the bullying and harassment of a teenager. He said, no one is encouraging bullying or harassment. It doesn't matter how old he is. He lied. You are encouraging the mentality that lying is okay, and anyone who stands up for themselves or their friend is a bully. Okay, wow. So listen, I don't think lying is okay. And if Adam did lie, which apparently he did lie, that she ghosted him, which is wrong. You shouldn't lie. I'm not saying that Adam is 100% an angel and that Colleen is like 100% in the wrong. I just think that she doesn't have to hate Adam publicly in order to save herself. Obviously, this is like a lesson to Adam that maybe he shouldn't fabricate some things, but I don't know, you guys. James should have just stayed out of this one. This is a whole big giant mess, and I can't even believe that this is happening. A grown woman is talking smack about her underage fans to her friends and other fans, and she's having her friends stick up for her, and I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about what James had to say, how you guys feel about the situation, and I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Happy Sunday. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.